Hello my friends, welcome to my English corner. Most language tests such as CET, TEM4, TEM8, IELTS, TOEFL, they all take argumentative writing as a critical skill of test takers. In this kind of writing, argumentation and language use are two central parts in the grading standard. But they are also the parts where we had most points deducted. So recently I have read a paper from one of the top journals in the world. It's about how to take advantage of ChatGPT to improve our argumentation and language use. Now, based on this paper, I will illustrate the 3 steps of using GPT in our own writing practices. That is, chat to make outlines, chat to revise, and chat to reflect.
I will use a typical IELTS writing task 2 as an example.
So the first step, chat to make outlines. Planning is like an indispensable part of writing. Before we write, we need to make outlines to order our thoughts and ideas.
My outline usually look like this, starting with the main opinion, then 2 to 3 claims, and each claim is followed by evidence and reasoning. So here's the writing outline for this task 2, which I send to GPT later.
We should provide it with a precise context and pin down the context of the whole conversation. For instance, I said something like, "You are a native English speaker proficient in argumentative writing. Please follow the checklist to evaluate and give critical and specific feedback to a student writing outline for an IELTS writing task 2. We should also provide it with a grading framework so that it could generate an answer that meets our needs. ChatGPT can then evaluate our outlines and provide constructive feedback for it. However, sometimes the feedback might not be that specific and detailed, so don't hesitate to ask for more detailed suggestions to improve the writing outline. The second step, chat to revise. When we finish our first draft, we can ask GPT to provide feedback on our essays according to the evaluation framework. This can improve the overall quality of our essays. The final step, chat to reflect. During reflection, we can review the chat history in GPT and note down useful feedback.
If you look closely at this feedback for the outline, you will find that GPT actually has a caring personality. It starts by giving me credit for the clarity and effectiveness of my writing, and then it moves on to talk about my weaknesses, that is, language use and coherence. It says, use more specific language in the claims. For example, specify tuition fees can be waived instead of removed. And then ensure that each claim aligns directly with the opinion. For instance, claim 2 might need a clearer connection to the main opinion, which indeed is something I need to work on. As for my first draft, it divided the feedback into 3 parts: organization and flow, conclusion, language and style. All these suggestions are so professional that it seems to be written by a real IELTS writing teacher.
This whole digesting process can play a pivotal role in developing our writing competence. By the way, the feedback from GPT may sometimes be inconsistent, so we should ask for regeneration and judge the feedback in a critical way. So that's all for today's video, and I hope you find it useful.
Bye!